now we get back to this first soul, Amelius. Amelius intercedes with the Father, with God. And again, I don't know how you do that. I don't know if you sit down and have a conversation, you ask God, can we talk a little bit? I mean, I don't know exactly how this one went down, but the way it's explained, so that we can understand it, is that Amelius intervened with God and asked if he could become an example so that through him he would show us a way out of what we had gotten ourselves into. If you don't understand anything I'm saying, that's good, because neither do I. So, but if you have any questions, I'll give it to you. I'll explain it to you the best that I can, according to my understanding. If it wasn't Cayce, this could just be another story. You see, I mean, everybody's got stories. There's all sorts of creation stories. There's all sorts of creation theories. I'm giving you Cayce's take on it, which to me is very bizarre. Again, I believe it, but this is Edgar Cayce's story. So, the first soul, Amelius, said, let me go down and I will incarnate as a human. I will come down as one of everybody else, and will erase my memory of who I was, so that I'll go through everything that a human being has to go through to be able to get back to the Father, to be able to get back to the Spirit, to be able to get back to our original state, which is a spiritual state. So that if I show them the way, if I show them how to do it, if I go through everything that they go through, and they'll see that there's a way out. And the Father said, okay, do it. So now we get into Adamic man. Again, it gets interesting, because originally, even in Genesis, you see, Adam was androgynous. There was no such thing as male or female. The first Adam, there was no such thing as sex. What you get into is that God took the rib from Adam and created Eve. So he took a part of yourself. You were one, and now you've become positive and negative. Now you've become male and female. Now you've become that desire and feeling. You separated yourself into two. And you'll see that concept all the way through the readings, so that Edgar Cayce, I'll give you a little aside on Soulmates. Edgar Cayce was attracted very strongly to his secretary, physically. His son, Edgar Cayce, was attracted very strongly to his mother, physically. So and they're all living in the same house. So we have incest and adultery in the same house. If you want to watch a soap opera, just tune into the Cayce channel. So it got to the point where, when you read Edgar Cayce's biography, he said that when he was 14, his father and mother had an argument, and he went through the house looking for the gun that they kept, and he said that if he could have found that gun, he would have killed his father. Point blank. That's how strong those emotions were. The first reincarnation readings, the first life readings that he did on all the members of the family. He wanted to find out what was going on. So that took him back to a lifetime in Egypt, where Yulin was Rata. No, Yulin was the prince A.R.E. Cayce was Rata. His wife was a dancing girl. Okay? So that's how this scene sets up. The prince wanted the dancing girl. The priest wanted the dancing girl. Cayce was into eugenics, which I'm not going to get into now. Anyway, Edgar Cayce got the dancing girl. And that went through lifetime after lifetime. And they had a daughter. Their daughter was the secretary. So you have thousands of years, 12,000 years go by, and they're smacked together again because they still haven't worked it out. So the people that you think come into your life by accident are not by accident. Everybody's there for a reason. There's certain things that we all have to learn. And in that same reading, it said that his secretary was his twin soul. That his secretary was his other half. So that was the female half, and Cayce was the male half, which they've been together. They go through lifetime after lifetime. And interestingly enough, it said, if you get the Kilpatrick biography, there was a reading that said that if they would have consummated that relationship, they would have been okay. That's how strong that attraction was, even though they never did, according to, she got married. It was actually one of the articles where she said she was a virgin when she married. They wanted to make it very clear that there had been no sexual contact between Edgar Cayce and the secretary. And as another aside, when Cayce would go into a hotel, they would have somebody sitting outside of his door. Because just the way you have groupies, there were people who wanted to have his child. There were people that wanted to, thought that if they were intimate with him, they could pick up whatever it was that he had. So somebody actually had to sit outside of his door wherever he went.